These are the very same footsteps Moses took. He came all the way to the top of Mount Sinai to receive the 10 Commandments. Here we are on a road trip in the middle of nowhere, Egypt, and today's video is inspired by none other than the Holy Bible. So it's gonna take me way too long to introduce everyone. You'll gradually meet everyone as we travel. So this is our transport vehicle. We paid $225 to take us one way. A little bit pricey, but at least we could fit 7 to 8 people inside of here. Flying last minute would have been probably 2 to 3 times more. How is Moharam's driving?
So bad. We got lost like in the middle of nowhere.
These guys are like 20, 30 minutes behind us. Doesn't matter if you're traveling, guys. There's freaking no excuses. But bro, how do you wash it down?
Of course, with my Skittles drink.
Now I could spend all day in the gym, but that's a waste of time. That's why. Skittles. The taste that gives me these arms. No excuses.
We've been stuck at a military checkpoint for like 45 minutes. The guy opens the door with like a machine gun. Interesting. And we've been stopped again. This time by an armored truck. Never a dull moment. Now we're getting stopped because we weren't wearing masks in the car. And we got stopped by somebody who also wasn't wearing a mask. Moral of the story, guys? Take a flight. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, nothing quite screams road trip like military escorts. We've gone through what feels like 8 countries in a matter of 5 to 6 hours. We've gone through so many checkpoints. Every time they want to see our passports. One of those times we got stopped for 45 minutes to an hour. They were asking us questions. They opened the door of the van while holding like a semi-automatic weapon. Adventure, right? A little Egyptian pit stop. We got everything from Twinkies. We got Trojans for when you get lucky. We got here. I'll put that back. All right, welcome to our hotel. Everyone's a little tired, me in particular. 9.5 hours later, we made it. Hey, you guys, keep it down! For the love of God! I'm trying to get some sleep in here! Ruby's literally the only girl on this trip. She's gonna hate her life very soon.
Don't be so bitter, dude!
I'm not bitter, bro. I'm better, bro. And good morning to Dahab. We have left Egypt at this point. As far as I'm concerned, it does not look like the rest of the country has. This is a little hippie beach town. It's known for its surf scene, its yoga. It's all about outdoor sports, from rock climbing to catching sunsets. This is a true place of relaxation. There ain't nobody here except us and our friends. So this is how you know you're in a rock climbing town. One arm pull up with fingertips. I want to try. I'm not going anywhere. Just cut it. This is where the magic happens. When you're not making waffles, you better be getting them gains. You probably drink Skittles. And right here is where the action's happening. We have these insane waffles.
I just want to come to the wedding. I'm getting married in 2-3 hours.
All right. I'll come. Let's go, Saul. We got a wedding to go to. What an escape. I totally get it. If I was Egyptian, I'd be right here.
Dude, I don't want to leave this place. I'm from the Netherlands.
Passport, what passport?
What's the problem, sir?
Where is your face mask?
Where's yours?
Here is it. What's your problem?
Bro, you forgot your face mask.
Passport, what passport? Here, we die like men. No airbag, no seatbelt. Live fast, because we're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
All right, all aboard the adventure mobile.
Hey buddy, what's up? What's up? My name is Max. I'm a personal photographer, and I love my job, man.
Day one, ready to experience Dahab.
We're going to the Blue Lagoon.
We're gonna snorkel. We made it! The adventures begin. Now most people don't know this about Egypt, but it's actually one of the world's best dive scenes. And it all starts right here. This is a super deep dive. At some points it can be 96 meters deep, which is wildly deep. With that, some people have pushed the boundaries too hard and not come back. Is the Red Sea cold? And the answer is not really. It's actually really nice. This is crazy, guys. This is way more beautiful than I could have imagined.
This is the best snorkeling I've ever done, hands down.
It's been 10
wow.
seconds.
The coral reefs are teeming with life, so colorful, and the drop-off is insane.
So just over the reef, we have entered into the blue hole. If you're not familiar with free diving, it is going as deep as you can allow yourself to go with a single breath. If ever there was a place to learn free diving, I would come here. Are you kidding me? Cameras will never do underwater shooting justice because it loses color, it loses so much of what the experience is. But this is the most amazing snorkel spot I think I've ever been. Today, I started off as Christian, but by the end of today, I'm gonna be tanned, and you'll be calling me Gregoire Picante. Gregoire Picante.
Los picantes hermanos.
Max started off as Vanilla Puppy, but today he became Caramel Puppy.
And me, I will become Cacao Puppy.
Alright guys, we've begun our hike. We're making our way to the Blue Lagoon. When you think of Egypt, you think desert, camels, dry, barren land stretching as far as the eye can see. But this is some of the most beautiful, clear, turquoise water you'll come across. Any real scuba diver will have Egypt somewhere on their list because it's one of the top dive destinations in the entire world.
Hello?
Almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Keep pushing, my son. I love you.
Giving go, I've been getting close, I've been feeling go, I've been in a mode where my pupils dilated, take the beat and then annihilate it till the siren faded.
If only all music could be used on YouTube, you could join our dance party. But instead I'm gonna use my personal favorite, Epidemic Sound. Link down below if you wanna get started with a 30-day trial. So I just got a text message. Welcome to Saudi Arabia. We are actually right now bordering with Saudi Arabia. We're pretty darn close to Israel, and we're super, super close to Jordan. It's actually a day trip from this area to go and see Wadi Rum Desert and to go see the world famous Petra. But Jordan is completely closed right now. It is not open to travel, which is kind of disappointing, being at the footstep of one of the greatest destinations in the world and not being able to go. But who can complain? We've got this. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What the heck? Lunch is served. If you're gonna be by a neon blue lake, you gotta have neon yellow rice. The most basic foods are the best. We've got some delicious rice here, extremely tender grilled chicken. I could eat this every day for every meal. Oh, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Yeah.
I love puppies. Ah, he's licking me.
I think it's time for me to get a dog. This is such an amazing way to catch sunset here in Egypt. And tomorrow night, that is a little hint as to where we're going. That dog is literally living his best life. You guys are not gonna believe this. This is 1 in a million chances. A pod of local dolphins are approaching us. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Never thought I'd be so disappointed seeing dolphins.
I've been hanging around boys way too long. Okay, we're going in a car.
And that's why I carry a camera everywhere I go. I am protected by the camera.
He's holding on to a camera thing. He sucks. Come on.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Hey, be back. Let's go. Why is life so beautiful? Thank you. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And when a stranger invites you to their wedding, say yes. So that's exactly what we're doing. Coincidentally, they're getting married right out front of the same hotel we've been staying at. This is the Coral Coast Hotel. Aside from having blood on the sheets in my room, this has been a pretty good place. And there's the lovely bride and groom. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. All right, this is to the bride and the groom, whose names I sadly don't remember.
My name is Christian LeBlanc. I'm a travel influencer and I share the room with the guy I met. Yo, say hi, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce is a bit shy.
A quick stop in Egypt's aquatic paradise, and it's time to sadly say goodbye. We've loaded up back in our transport van. We are headed to St. Catharines, the iconic hike. All right, so we're currently stopped just outside of a checkpoint, guys, and it's insane. There's like 10 guys, armored trucks, everyone has a semi-automatic weapon. Honestly, there's like definitely some turmoil in this region from time to time, or something's going on. All right, we made it. Pack up the bags. Right now, it's super hot. We're gonna get a lot of altitude, and once the sun goes down, it's gonna get a lot colder. Welcome to the Holy Land. And I know what you're thinking. $3 from the gift shop. It's actually getting pretty cold as we've just started our hike. And here we are, the whole crew is ready to start climbing to the very top of Mount Sinai. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, the story starts with Moses. In the Bible, Moses is a man who freed the Israeli people and brought them back to the Holy Land. There was a time when the ancient Pharaoh decreed that all Hebrew boys must be thrown into the Nile River. Moses' mom put him inside of a straw basket and let that basket flow down the river in hopes that somebody would take in this child. The story says that the Pharaoh's very own daughter found the basket and decided to take Moses in and raise him. Moses was spared from a certain death. And fast forward an entire childhood, Moses was brought to a critical time in his life where he saw somebody beating a Hebrew servant. Moses, being a Hebrew himself, in rage and in defense, struck back, and that person that was taking advantage of the Hebrew servant was killed. Moses overnight became a fugitive, and having to run for his life to get away from the Egyptian people, he then ran all the way to here, bringing us to the bottom of Mount Sinai, where he would live out for almost 40 years. By the way, this is Ahmed, and he's going to be our guide here, showing us this incredibly historically relevant trail. And one day, there was a bush that was struck and started to smoke. This is the famous burning bush that many of us, including myself, grew up hearing the story. That monastery right back there is where that burning bush is said to have been. And today, that is the oldest standing monastery in the world. Now, that bush told Moses to save his people, the Hebrews, from the slavery of the Pharaoh. In order to free his people, Moses went to modern day Luxor. It's said that that's where 600,000 Hebrews were being held captive. Moses went to the Pharaoh and he said to the Pharaoh, "Let my people go." The Pharaoh said, "No." And so God got involved. Locusts blacking out the sky, famine, drought, sickness, death, and finally the Pharaoh said, "Take them." Moses led his people to the Red Sea. It is said that he split it, created walls of water on both sides, and the Hebrew people got away from the Egyptians and lived happily ever after. Not quite. As Moses and his people were in transition, trying to get their way to the Holy Land, they were here at the bottom of Mount Sinai, until finally one day, God communicated with Moses and told him to climb to where we are headed right now. At the very top of Mount Sinai is where Moses received the 10 Commandments. And I'll tell you a little bit more about how that story ends as we make our way to the top. The only thing that could ever prepare somebody for such physical exertion is Module 42 in the Lost Creator Academy.
No.
Don't tell me you didn't study it.
No.
You're not gonna make it.
No.
It's not too late. The 60-minute free training is down below in the link.
I do have connection.
1 hour later.
So Omar, once again, leading us on an incredible trip. If you guys watched the White Desert video, it was through Omar's company, D31. And he also has been helping us see the best of this region here, near Dahab and now into the Sinai Mountains. Look at this cat.
Aww.
This cat has been following us now for a good couple hundred meters. Maybe it's Moses? Moses, is that you? Can I touch you? May I touch? Oh, come on, let's go. We've got the 10 Commandments to find. Well guys, I hereby name him Mosley. Mosley the hiking cat. It is the end of the fun and games. The trail is done, and now it's all stairs. Mosley! Mosley, where are you?
I'm having the best day ever, you guys. Look at that background. That's like a computer screen background, you know, that you have when you're in 3rd grade and they're trying to teach you how to type. That's that kind of background.
Never had that one.
You just didn't go to a cool school then.
You put yourself through discomfort and pain, but you get these incredible payoffs. And this is so beautiful.
I can't believe my eyes.
Oh my gosh! You made it! We made it! You came with us! Mosley! Oh.
Hi, I'm Moses.
Moses! There he is! Omar says we're one of his fastest groups ever. Our time? 2 hours, 10 minutes, even with photography stops. All right, so we have made it to the very top, where Moses received the 10 Commandments. He was up here for 40 days and 40 nights, and God struck the 10 Commandments into 2 tablets, 2 massive stones that Moses then took all the way back down to the Hebrew people. And after this, he was told by God to bring his people to the promised land, what is modern day Israel. That right there is the quickest version of the story. The reason why thousands of people come from around the world to experience this very same hike here, and why we are so lucky to be here right now. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, whether you believe it or not at all, there's one thing we can all agree on, and that is this is a magical place with an incredible amount of history. Another day that just makes me feel so grateful for getting to call this my job. Only just a few years ago, I was working a desk job, and now I've traded it all in for something that gives me so much life, and I thank God for that, to be honest. It's truly been an unbelievable opportunity in life, and this is a meaningful sunset tonight. So beautiful. The sun has set. It literally looks like we're coming down planet Mars, and my fingertips are starting to go a little numb. It's 3 degrees, soon to be down below 0, and we're lucky it's not very windy right now. And here is our sanctuary, a hut. It's so warm in here.
I know.
And now we're gonna have a nice hot cup of noodles.
I'm starving.
Brother,
Welcome to heaven.
there he is. He's the best cat I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a cat person, but Mosley, you're winning me over, bro. I haven't had one of these soups in ages, years, but it's never tasted so good.
Way too good.
Cheers, bro.
It reminds me of jail.
This is living, man. 2 noodles later, it's time to accept our fate. I can feel the cold breeze coming in here, and it has dropped really fast. Like, we're talking negatives. Here we go. Now begins the Arctic descent. It's so cold. Woo.
Moses here.
What? Mosley! There he is. Mosley! Brothers and sister, hurry up! As Kelly Clarkson once said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't even know. A long time later, we made it. Good morning. This is literally the best way I could ever start a day. Waking up in a beautiful hotel room with one of the world's most comfortable beds. I kid you not, this is literally a cloud taken from heaven. After a long journey back, we checked into the St. Regis. This hotel is one of the most beautiful I've seen. It's brand new. I think they just had a soft opening 5 days ago. Let me give you a little tour. One of the ways I'm able to stay in these incredible hotels is through collaborations. And if you're curious about this collaboration, how I shot those images, how I lined up this entire collab, then you'll definitely want to check out the entire deep dive, the behind the scenes video that I've just put in the Lost Creator Academy. It's a real game changer for creators and those that want to make this a living. Good morning, guys. How are we all doing?
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This hotel is one of the most beautiful that I've ever stayed at, but the breakfast is also one of the key highlights. Guys, cheers to an amazing adventure, an amazing time in Dahab. And guys, if you enjoyed today's video, you want to see more, we are now taking you to a new country. I'm not going to tell you where it is yet. It's time to leave Egypt and start up the next series. So guys, let's get lost again in the next one. Woo! Leave a like if you want to see him again. If you don't want to see him again, leave it a like.
Hey, my Skittle drink.